Hey guys, what's going on? It's 1,000,000 degrees outside, and anyway, so chick fights. So I made that video. I kind of broke my vow. I made a vow saying that I wouldn't comment on the situation with Candace and Tree, and I stepped away from it for a while. And then Tree made that video. And I look at people like Kiki Green and Tree, and I am kissing their ass. Just because, a little bit. Not totally, but a little bit. Just because, you know, there are people, not just in this situation, but there are people in this world that have the balls to say what all of us are thinking. And then we agree with them silently, but then they get all the hell rained upon them. And it's not really fair. You know, like they're the ones that are sticking their necks out and being honest about stuff, and we agree, and then we're like, oh, we're giving support from the sidelines and stuff. And I realize not everybody's in the situation to be honest about their feelings, but I thought I could at least show my support for them and agreement for them publicly, because, you know, first of all, I want to say with the chick fight thing, we really need to stop this shit, because when Ben Shapiro and Milo Yiannopoulos were going at it, nobody accused them of having like a bitch fight or a chick fight. So, you know, in order for us to really have equal rights as women, as people, as men, when women criticize each other, just let it be criticism, or let it be, you know, what it is, that we don't all have to like each other, whether it being like a chick fight or a bitch fight. It's so degrading. And it's dismissive, and it's fucking insulting. So I had a nice lady to come on the page not too long ago, and she was saying that you know, that she likes them both and that she doesn't want to choose. And I'm like, girl, that's fine. Like, I'm not here to tell you who to like or who to dislike, but I think that people do deserve the right to know about the situation, about the stuff that Candace did and how she handled it. I'm glad I know. And I don't think people should be over it. I think it should be out there and open, and then just let people know the truth. I'm about letting it all get out. Let people know the truth, and then they can make their decisions from there. I'm glad that I know. I made my decision about how I feel. There are people that know what she did and they still support her, and that's fine too. Although I will say I think that they probably didn't do as much digging as the people that are adamantly against her did. Because I don't really see, if you know that somebody has lied to that degree and manipulate to that degree, how you can ever trust them again. But I digress, and I know there are people that are just, they don't like confrontation, they don't want things to get uncomfortable. But you know, that's life, and I just feel like no real change is ever going to come into society if we're still playing these bullshit ass games about, you know, just picking people just because they're on their team, no matter what they did. Because if she was Hillary Clinton and she did that shit, people would show her no mercy. People would still be bringing it up on this side, on the right side. People would still be bringing it up. So at this point, I really think it's about people choosing who's on their team, and no matter what they do, and just standing beside them. And I don't agree with that. And we're gonna end up sorry, in a bad situation, or a situation that's worse than before, if we keep playing these damn games and not being honest. See, the reason why a lot of people have left the Democratic Party and are rethinking their association with the Democratic Party, because of the lies and the manipulation. So for me to see somebody that's standing by somebody and supporting people that is basically doing the same thing, using the same tactics, but under the guise of being conservative, it's no better. So I think, like I said in the last video, it is time consuming, and I have other shit to do. But I think at least I can show my appreciation and reverence for being honest and just coming out and just being like, look, you know, I support these ladies, what they're saying. To me, that's sticking together. That's not bitch fighting. So what is it, bitch fighting if I don't like one lady, but I side with other people that are also ladies, that are also women, that are but we have the same opinion. See, I'm supporting two other women who are conservative in their points of view, but I'm not supporting the one that has more media attention. So that makes it a bitch fight. Like, it doesn't make sense. So Actually, I need to turn. Damn, there's a police officer there. Oh, okay, anyway. So, I mean, just think about that. You know, think about the society that you want to live in. Think about, you know, what it's going to take. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us being honest and truthful about our opinions. It's going to take us, you know, calling out people that we think that deserve to be called out. And also not being afraid to be being called names, being called, you know, jealous, or being called a hater, or being called, you know, whatever you're going to be called. Because at the end of the day, those people that are manipulating people are counting on that infighting to keep their name out of the mud, and to keep their lies and manipulation alive. So I don't trust her. I have a right to that. I could separate the two and say I support her message and what she's saying. But if you ask me if I like her and if I trust her, I don't. I really don't. And I think I have good reason, good cause to have those feelings. And I don't think it's deserving, because I have an opinion that's maybe different than the popular opinion, to be called such things. You know, just the same thing, just the same reason why people will, you know, call somebody a coon that doesn't fall in line with the Democratic plantation, but they just have a different opinion. So I'm never call Candace like a coon or anything, but I'll just, you know, I'm calling her what I think she is, a liar, manipulator. And I will call the women Kiki Green, Tree of Logic, I'll call, or other people, I know there are other people, this is true in my head, but I know there are people, I'll call them ballsy and gutsy and brave for being able to say what they feel out loud in public and not really give a fuck. So anyway, just think about that. Think about, are you willing to be over somebody that's gonna lie, manipulate you, to you? Is that something, are we over this? Are we over being lied? Are we over being lied and manipulated to? Are we over? I'm not over it. I'm from anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. Okay? That's it. All right, peace and love you guys. Bye. Mwah. This car's fucking hot.